Good morning, Hampton Academy Sharks.
Today is Friday, January 15th, 2016.
Today is a white day. I'm Bella Russell.
And I'm Alyssa Sestone.
There is no school on Monday due to Martin Luther King Jr. Day. Dr. Martin Luther King Jr. was born on January 15th, 1929. He was a pastor who led and inspired millions in the fight for equal rights.
Dr. King advocated peaceful methods of resistance to unfair laws, such as boycotting buses that forced African Americans to rise separately, and leading a march to Washington, D.C. to call for jobs and freedom for all.
Tech Club will not meet Monday, of course, because there is no school. We will not meet Tuesday either, next week, but we will meet on Wednesday. Remember, if there is no late bus on Wednesday, so if you plan to stay, you will need to make arrangements for getting home.
Hampton PTA is sponsoring a bowling night on Sunday, January 31st from 5 to 7 p.m. The cost is $14.50 per person. Come join the fun.
To all ski club participants who ride the bus to Pat's Pete's, you must have a note from home. If you do not plan on riding the bus back to Hampton Academy at 6:30, if you ride the bus home, you should be at our meeting place by 6:20.
Good morning, Hampton Academy. I'm here with our principal, Mr. O'Connor. Good morning, Mr. O'Connor.
Good morning, Erin.
So, what's going on back here with the floor?
Well, last Monday evening, one of the sprinkler heads up on the ceiling here, for an unknown reason, activated. It worked as it should, as a fire system should, but it emptied hundreds of gallons of water on the gym floor. The apparatus you see here is called a dehumidification tent. These are dehumidifiers, and actually they're blowing air and taking the moisture out of the basketball court. Hopefully we can save the basketball court. Again, that water then traveled downstairs and did an extensive damage to our band room.
Yeah, and so like you said, the basketball, how will this affect the play and the HYA teams?
Well, it's going to affect a lot of activities. Unfortunately, for HYA, who uses our gym to practice and play games, for the foreseeable future, they won't be able to use that. We're expecting this tent to come off within the next couple days, so it may be off by the time we air this program. And then it hopefully won't impact the play practice, because we really want to get that program up and going.
Yeah, definitely. Thank you, Mr. O'Connor.
Thank you, Erin.
Good morning, Hampton Academy. For the second part of the series, I'll be interviewing Mr. O'Connor here in the band room. Good morning, Mr. O'Connor.
Good morning, Tyler.
So, what happened down here in the band room?
For an unknown reason, one of the sprinkler heads, it's a fire sprinkler system, let go. And the system worked as it should. Unfortunately, it let 300 or 400 gallons of water go in the upper gym, which did extensive damage to the upper gym floor. But we're here in the band room, and you can see the work crews are here now taking the ceiling out to take all the wet insulation down and repair all the water damage.
So when will all these repairs be done? And in the meantime, where will the band students go?
Well, the last week, Mrs. Saunders was very gracious in allowing the band students to go up to the library. So They were in the library, and for the foreseeable future, and again, we don't know how long it will take because, again, this is kind of like an onion, so as we peel the walls and the ceiling back, we may find more damage. But band students right now, we're up on the stage in the cafeteria, and trivia fact is that's where band used to be for many years before this room, which was called a shop class, now housed our band room.
And do you have anything else you'd like to say?
No, just thank you, and hopefully we'll be back to normal very shortly.
Thank you, Mr. O'Connor.
Are you interested in digital design and 3D printing? Enter your MakerBot's Ed Challenge to have a chance to have your name drawn to win a new MakerBot 3D printer valued at almost $3,000. This challenge is to design something that can be 3D printed and used to help students learn. Please see Mrs. Birch with your questions.
Good morning, Hampton Academy Sharks. I'm here with reigning Geography Bee champion Devin Eaton. Good morning, Devin.
Hello.
So, how did you prepare for the Geography Bee?
I usually go on the National Geographic website and just look up like the daily quizzes and stuff. And I'll also get like some apps and stuff that ask questions about geography across the world and stuff like that.
Interesting. And do you use any strategies when answering questions?
Not really. Just like kind of like remembering like which continent and like country the questions like being asked in and kind of just piecing together like different elements and stuff.
Okay, well, thank you for being on Shark News this week and congratulations.
Thank you.
Just a reminder, our box top and labels for education collection continues until the 25th. For every 10 box tops or labels for education you bring in, your name will be entered in the raffle. 20 equals 2 entries, 30 equals 3 entries, and so on. Make sure you label your Ziploc bag with your name and grade. Will you win the prize? Can't win if you don't play.
Good morning, Hampton Academy. I'm here with 6th grader Dean Marks and 7th grader Aaron Dowd. Dean just won the spelling bee, and Aaron came runner-up. So, Aaron, how did you prepare for this spelling bee?
I basically just studied the words with my parents.
And Dean, what word did you win on?
Embassy.
And what did they give you, or what do you have to do for the national spelling bee?
Well, it's not the national, it's the regional.
Oh, regional, sorry.
And they gave me a very big packet to study. It has different study techniques and different words that have spell tricks so that you can do well.
Okay, thank you.
Yoga Club for students will begin on Tuesday, January 19th. It will meet for the next 4 weeks on Tuesdays. Please see Mrs. Bowen for the location and permission form.
Congratulations to Michael Kirby, Levon McCain, and Tucker McCain for their first place finishes at the wrestling meet this past weekend in Chelmsford, Massachusetts.
The Hampton Academy Interact Club is collecting gently used children's books for ages 6 and under for a Read to Me event in early March, which hopes to encourage reading by toddlers from the Seacoast area. Please check at home for little kids' books that your family is no longer using and bring them into the planning room.
This project is being run by our Interact Club, the Winnicott High School Interact Club, the Seabrook Middle School Interact Club, and the Hampton Rotary Club. Many Seacoast families will be grateful for your efforts. Thank you in advance for your participation and generosity.
Here are the results from the PTA Art Reflections Gallery Night. The following students are moving on to the state competition from Hampton Academy, grades 6 through 8. Literature, Chris Pollock for doing Walt Disney. Autumn Adams for doing Celebrate No Matter the Place. Page Cutting for Unspoken Companions. For the Visual Arts category, Eva Sanborn for doing Blooming with Magic. for photography, Megan Pike for doing Seaward Dreams. Let's wish them all luck.
6th grade students will be collecting recycling bins today. Please leave them in the hallway. Thank you.
Sunny day, sweeping the clouds away.
Spanish students in Mrs. Carmody's class are studying weather terms. They started their unit by creating these great weather charts with illustrations of weather vocabulary words. After that, they did weather reports in Spanish. Take a look at Riley DeMatsis and Elizabeth Durant doing their weather report.
Go! Hola, mi llamo Riley.
Mi llamo Elizabeth.
Hoy es el 12 de enero. Es invierno in New Hampshire.
Hoy es hace mal tiempo. Nieva. Hace frío.
Hoy en Brasil es verano. Hace bien tiempo. Hace calor. Hace sol.
Gracias. Hasta mañana.
Adios.
And now for the weather. Send in your weather photos, sharknewshamptonsd.com. You guys sent a bunch this week in, so, I picked out my favorite 3 as always. And, if someday I don't get enough weather photos, maybe I'll show some more from this week because they were amazing. Anyway, 3 weather photos. Double rainbow view from the mountains, the north coast of the Dominican Republic, taken over the winter break by Miss Birch. Thank you, Miss Birch, for sending that in. That is an amazing picture. She looks like she had a lot of fun in the Dominican Republic. We have ice skating from Maddie Russell. Thank you, Maddie, for sending that in. She must have used a filter on your phone or something like that. That looks really cool. And also, we have another amazing photo. A Hole in the Woods from Ethan Hackett. Thank you, Ethan, for sending them in. Once again, keep sending in those awesome weather photos. So now for the weather. Day planner, 8 a.m., 25 degrees. The sun will be out in the morning, but that's the last you'll see of the sun. The clouds are going to roll in. Noon, it's 34 degrees, still cloudy. And by 4 p.m., you're seeing 35 degrees and cloudy. We're taking a look at our 5-day forecast. We're showing some sun today. Like I said, it's mostly in the morning. Tomorrow, those grain clouds will be raining, a high of 42 tomorrow, so I doubt we'll see any mix or drizzle. A lot of people were saying that they saw in the local news that snow is coming. That snow will actually be for different parts of the region. We'll be seeing mostly rain in our area. The rest of your 5-day forecast looking great. That's your weather. I'm Tyler Hughes.
Celebrating her birthday today is Shark News' very own member of the filming crew, Clarissa Caseman. Celebrating on Saturday is Danielle Tamaris, and celebrating on Sunday is Aaron Dowd. Happy birthday, Clarissa, Danielle, and Aaron.
Remember, before you speak, text, email, or tweet, ask yourself, is it kind, is it true, and is it necessary? And remember the Academy way. Manage yourself, act responsibly, and respect yourself and others. Go out there and make it a great day. Ow.